Johannesburg, once the economic powerhouse of all of Africa. But over the last 20 years, the city has fallen into decay. The inner city streets are lined with trash, potholes, and degraded footpaths. And broken infrastructure has led to contaminated rivers and wasted drinking water. Adele is part of a residents' crisis committee. She says her complaints to the council about broken pipes often go unheard.
Now we just have rivers of excrement and trash. As you can see, this is the flood line from the latest rainfall that has brought polystyrene down the river. There's a litter trap up in a park between us and the source, which is completely broken. Joburg put one in, it got vandalized and broken, I think 2 years ago. They don't seem to have done anything to try and put something else in place to actually prevent this absolute desecration of a vital water source.
Johannesburg restricted access to tap water for residents in November, but more than a third of available drinking water is wasted from broken infrastructure. Adele attends a crisis meeting with other concerned residents. They want to know why authorities don't respond to them.
The city of Joburg, with the changes in mayors, musical chair of mayors, it hasn't been able to provide leadership.
The African National Congress has been bleeding support in Johannesburg since 2016, leading to chaotic coalitions, infighting and opportunism, which has seen the city ruled by 10 different mayors over the last 5 years.
In a phased approach, the government can then begin by delivering tarred roads, street lights and other services to develop the sites into a community.
With each change of mayor, infrastructure contracts are often abandoned and administration staff are fired. On top of that, corruption has plagued the mayoral committee during the tender process. Some experts say to address the city's degradation, services must be separated from politics.
If you've got a power play between political parties because for the appointment of a contractor, in the first instance, that's the main problem that we encounter. Because of huge infrastructure projects, huge contracts and tenders that's being allocated, there's an infighting between political parties of who the contractor should be. Because of that, delays take place. Unskilled contractors are being appointed to perform the functions, and that actually deteriorates infrastructure.
In light of the water restrictions, France 24 asked the government why 35% of drinking water is wasted from unrepaired infrastructure. Deputy Minister David Malobo blamed old pipes and the effects of mining.
All the pipes, mostly in Gauteng, they are very old. And the technology at a time was usually the AC pipes, which is your asbestos. And remember, Gauteng generally was a mining hub. There's a lot of fractures there. There are a lot of sinkholes, and it impacts on the structural integrity of that.
The decay of Johannesburg goes beyond broken pipes and sinkholes. In the city centre, entire 15-storey buildings are hijacked by criminal syndicates or squatters who refuse to pay for services or rent. The government has made efforts to evict them and have resorted to cutting off electricity and water. But many buildings in the central business district remain hijacked. Angela Rivers has called on the government to work with the private sector to take back control of the city.
So the building across the road, Newkirk, was hijacked for several years. In the year that Mashaba was the mayor, there was a fire in the building and 3 bodies were actually taken from the building that weren't deceased due to the fire. They'd actually been decomposing in the building for quite a while, which we do see in hijacked buildings because they've mainly housed the criminal element. It's a good way to, I suppose, dispose of a body.
Remington House was hijacked in 2012 by criminal syndicates. 9 years later, the former mayor, Herman Mashaba, visited the site.
What about the right of this mother of us? What's the right of the grandchildren? Don't they have rights in this country? Or maybe to the criminal syndicates in this country, they've got more rights, more than law-abiding citizens. It cannot be.
But Mashaba had already stepped down as mayor amid political infighting in another transition of power. Many businesses have moved to Sandton, a safer financial district 20 kilometres away, to escape the decay of downtown. But some remain. and are determined to rebuild the historic city centre. Take Shape Construction Company retook control of Remington House to build affordable student accommodation. It aims to create 200 residences and 6 retail shops on the ground floor. Sango, the project manager, says quality finishes are a must. It's what the people of Johannesburg deserve.
We hope and we are trying by all means to make sure that whatever we do and wherever we touch in each and every building, it have to be a top-class city again.
Holding out hope for the city before it's completely abandoned. Don't know what to sell and
We started the night close to the scene of the eviction I'd been at. I was curious about a hijacked building I'd noticed that was more than 10 stories high. What's this building up here? This is the one that you said was hijacked and had no electricity?
Yeah, I think it's semi-hijacked.
Can we have a closer look?
We're not going to go inside.
Why not?
Because we don't want conflict with there now. Listen, there might be guys sitting out in there.
Can we have a look from closer up, though?
Yeah, we can go.
Let's have a walk over there.
What
would happen if we go inside, then?
But they might, get a bit aggressive and stuff.
Who? They being who? The people who live there?
That's running the building.
How do they get in? Through here?
Through there, little holes here.
What would happen if we can't go in? I do want to go in.
Well, you can. I don't want to go inside.
Someone who lives there.
Let's see how he goes in.
It's dark inside.
It's very dark inside.
Very dark.
The smell is.
We can go until up to first floor if you want.
Where?
First floor.
Okay, let's go.
Just up to first floor.
So these were the lifts once upon a time, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stairs.
Go. Louis,
I can go up.
you go first, then you can go. I'll go behind you. Okay, you go. It's very dark here.
What exactly are we afraid of?
There's guys with guns here. They do have firearms here. All the robbers might be staying here. Come.
So it could be a hideout.
Yeah, if you can just look in here, it's empty. It smells in here. Oh, God.
Maybe this was for cars at one time, was it?
Yeah.
But you think the hijackers of the building would live here or would live somewhere else?
No, they won't live here. Only the guys that basically work for them will live here. Again, the hijacker is making money. He doesn't have to live here. He can live comfortably somewhere else. Just first. Hello. How are you? How are you? It's the back of the.
Can we talk to the people?
You want to speak to this gentleman?
Yes. You live here?
Yes.
Can we see your room?
Let's go. No problem. Let's go. Yes, I'm there.
So this is your place?
Yeah, it's my place. I'm sleeping here.
You sleep there?
I'm sleeping here. You see my pictures that day.
Do you work? Do you have a job?
I finished school last year. No,
And you?
didn't plan from. I don't know. My brother just wash cars there by town.
And these two? Do you have jobs?
I'm not everything.
No. How long have you been in this apartment?
8 years or 9 years.
8 years.
It's a long time.
Are there people on all the floors?
Yeah,
All the way to the top?
All the floors. Yeah, all the floors.
Lionel had mentioned guys with guns, but there were none inside that I met. Just people without jobs and without money. Oh yeah, it was this way. Quite horrendous.
Yeah, you can't live in those conditions, eh?
And what was it? Was it quite a nice building?
Yeah, as you can see, it was a very nice building.
With professional people?
Yeah, you can see the security things they had in place, turnstiles and stuff, you can see.
There were lifts and everything.
Yeah, everything was just left here.
Yeah, guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel where we talk about the issues that are happening in South Africa. Yeah, so guys, I've uploaded that video. I wanted to say thank you once again to my subscribers, my new subscribers. Please watch the videos. Tell me, please guys, tell me below down the comment section, what do you think? Let's just discuss, guys, about the issues that are happening in South Africa. So me, guys, I wanted to talk. Yeah, guys, I think there's a car outside. Yeah, I can hear that noise. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll just try because I've opened my mic. You know, I'm recording using my phone. So I wanted to talk. Remember, guys, there's a video that I've made about the state of Johannesburg and how messed up Johannesburg is. You know, you've seen you can, like, guys. Hi guys, I wouldn't be surprised when we see potholes. Many buildings were hijacked in the middle of the city. Imagine, guys, the largest city being hijacked. You know, electricity has been connected illegally, water, illegal dumpings everywhere. Look at the old dilapidated buildings, you know, and many more. You know, that's the reality that you can see there in Johannesburg. But remember, President Ramaphosa said that he's not happy about the state of Johannesburg. And these politicians, remember the building that caught fire, they blame apartheid, you know. Like, guys, right now, me guys, to tell you the truth, the city, guys, has collapsed. Johannesburg, guys, has collapsed, you know. And how long is it going to take for the city to be fixed, to rebuild? Remember the gas explosion that took place in 2 years ago. How does it take 2 years, maybe for example, say about 2 years or 3 years to fix the infrastructure that was damaged due to due to the gas explosion? It affected water. It affected water pipes that were going underground, even electricity, for example. You know, they're in Johannesburg. And actually, guys, crime is out of control in Johannesburg. There's a lot going on in the CBD. If you can go in a whole city there in Johannesburg, but unfortunately, if you as a citizen just go there, you know, guys, there's a lot going on. Prostitution, drugs, you know, crime. You can be robbed, you can be killed, many things. And these people who hijack the buildings, it's illegal immigrants who hijacked the buildings, many of them. Do you think any country here in Africa, they can allow you to hijack a building? Imagine a building. Imagine many thousands and thousands of buildings, or more than thousands of these buildings are being hijacked. What about these incompetent mayors? You can hear the chaos, people fighting with this thing of contract and what. But at the end of the day, how is it going to help? Do you think people will get services? Do you think the city can be well managed, well run, and the infrastructure being fixed? Like many things. That's why you'll see maybe in some of these suburbs, water, the water pipes bursting. You know, like guys, in Gauteng there are 3 metros: City of Ekurhuleni, City of Tshwane, which is the one from Pretoria, the city there in Pretoria, there by Union Buildings, then is Johannesburg. Then the rest, maybe we can say we have these municipalities like Abo Mfuleni and Mukhale and the rest. Every municipality, guys, that you find, not only in Gauteng, in other provinces, it's a mess. But I have this video of, I don't know, citizens concerned talking about, I don't know, Panyaza Lisufi spending what, but if you can look at the state of Johannesburg, but someone is busy spending, like, guys, this guy is even a premier of the province, but look at the province, how messed up it is. Just play this video, guys.
In 2025, Maiden Free Zone launched a service called Fari, a streamlined solution that also...
So Panyaza Lisufi comes out and tries to make it seem like he didn't know that the Gauteng province has been paying more than 30 million rand per month for office space.
The Gauteng provincial government is spending 34 million rand each month. That's just to rent space for its 11 head offices in the Johannesburg CBD. That's despite owning 41 vacant buildings across the province. Now, Premier Panyaza Lisufi has flagged that spending as wasteful and has appointed an independent forensic company or firm to assess the value of the lease agreements and investigate possible wrongdoings.
This guy really is full of games, ne? The whole premier of the province. In 2019, it was already an established fact that the Gauteng province was renting from the private sector even when it owned many buildings. 30 million was the amount that they were spending to rent offices. But now in 2025, it's news to him. Why would he be surprised by this when time and time again we have been shown the Gauteng provincial government being kicked out of its own buildings for violating safety regulations? Why would that be a surprise to Panyaza in 2025 when it was reported over and over again? From 2018 to 2025, he knew about it and did nothing. Now, 7 years later, he wants to launch a probe.
He doesn't care really. Abana ANC comrades when it comes to these things that they cause, you know. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, guys. But if you can look at the state of Johannesburg in Gauteng, hi guys, it's horror, day and night. In the CBD, Johannesburg, hi.
ANC behavior. You know, I don't think that you are fully ANC if there was no probe launched around your department, your ministry, your province or something. Launching a probe as an ANC cadre, I think that's an achievement, and without launching a probe, you are not a true ANC cadre. Anyway, he's probing right now in 2025, and yet in 2022, the DA came out and asked the Gauteng province leaders a question. The question read, how many properties is the Gauteng province renting? Jacob Mamabolo, acting MEC at the time, responded and said 12 buildings were being rented by the Gauteng province. Still in 2022, they were also asked the question, what is the monthly rental on each of the buildings?
You see, me guys, Vele, I would say Vele, the DA can ask these questions because, guys, you see, okay, the DA is not perfect, but guys, just look at the CBD. Just look at the province that these people are in charge. Look at the city, guys, how these people are governing. Imagine if a city like Cape Town was governed by AC. Are you telling me that the city was not going to end like Johannesburg, for example, Johannesburg 2.0? Look at Cape Town, guys. Even on YouTube, you can watch videos. You can see the city, how beautiful it is. There's no broken down infrastructure such as roads, you know, gas explosion, hijacking of the buildings, and many things in Western Cape. You know, yeah.
that they were renting. Mamabolo, the acting MEC of Infrastructure Development and Property Management, responded by listing the amounts the Gauteng province was paying as rent. Now, I'm about to read out those amounts, so put your hot coffee or hot tea down because I don't want you burning yourself in shock. 2.1 million, 7.9 million, 2,868,000 rands, 2.5 million, 1.4 million, 2.6 million, 2.8 million, 3.4 million, 138,000, 2.4 million, 3.6 million,
that's too much.
64,000, 1 million, 2.1 million. Basically, in total, these ANC fools were paying 35 million rand every month in 2022. Not 35 million towards fixing the buildings that they were owning. Not 35 million towards new infrastructure. No, 35 million towards rent. And remember, that is 35 million of your hard-earned taxes. The DA asked, why does the Gauteng province rent offices? And Mamabolo responded, there are no suitable GPG-owned office buildings which can currently accommodate the government department. Yet, we know that they have the buildings and those buildings have simply been left to rot, and that is why they are not suitable. That is the reason why you are renting now. These are not people to govern a province, much less a nation, guys. Similar to those people who instead of wiping, washing, cleaning, and maintaining their sneakers, they would rather buy new sneakers regularly. That's the same WhatsApp group as the ANC. My question to you, fellow South African, is how dare you entrust your money, your safety, your employment, your children's education to such irresponsible and wasteful people? How? Like I said, that was 2022. Guess what? CC'd in that email response from Mamabolo was the loudmouth, grandstanding, pretend to be working Andrick Panyaza Lissufi. This is a joke, guys. We are here in 2025, and that is when we are hearing that Panyaza just flagged that Gauteng province is wasting more than 30 million per month on rent, despite the fact that they already own more than 40 buildings within the province.
The Gauteng provincial government is spending 34 million rand each month. That's just to rent space for its 11 head offices in the Johannesburg CBD. That's despite owning 41 vacant buildings across the province. Now, Premier Panyaza Lissufi has flagged that spending as wasteful and has appointed an independent forensic company or firm to assess the value of the lease agreements and investigate possible wrongdoings.
He only just flagged something that he was on an email about in 2022. What is this, huh? Trying to posture himself for the upcoming elections in 2026? Maybe posturing himself for the upcoming leadership conference of the ANC. This buffoon wants to make it seem like he's flagging it when he was told about the same issue more than 2 years ago. If he's only flagging it now, then he's extremely incompetent. He received the email years ago from his own comrade. Jacob Mamabolo was the acting MEC for Infrastructure Development and Property Management back then when he gave this response, and Panyaza was his boss. Mamabolo is now the MEC for Infrastructure Development and Corporate Governance and Traditional Affairs, and Panyaza is still his boss. Who is the idiot here? The voter. We can complain all we want about Panyaza the crook, but ultimately he is there because some of you voted ANC. Voting for people like Panyaza, a snake oil salesman, a scammer, an actor. He has known and he knows that he knew about this all along. This is acting, pure and simple. You know, he should go and join the Mubango cast, this one. As one of those characters known for lying a lot, I think he would do great. And if you keep voting for him and his party, you should be admitted to Viscopies or Sterkfontein, because doing the same thing and expecting different results is insanity, right? Voting for the ANC and expecting a better South Africa in 2026 or 2029 is insanity, fellow South African. So snap out of it and vote right, please. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Katlego. This is Citizen
Yeah, guys, hey, you have heard. Oh, it's a nightmare, Shem. In South Africa, it's a nightmare. You have heard. It's a nightmare in South Africa, guys. But it's the truth. You can hear what she's saying. But guys, to tell the truth, this lady, she's amazing. You see, if you guys maybe just watch her videos, you can hear. Me also, I've been watching the videos, and guys, I'm telling you, it's amazing. All of these things that she's talking about, the videos that she plays here, the maybe proof. She does the research about these things that are happening in South Africa, and she's even showing you, you know. Hi guys. You see, guys. I remember I was watching on the news. There's this mayor right now, another incompetent fool of ANC. Ubani lo. Who is it? Sorry guys to say that word, but guys. Ubani. Yeah, the mayor, the one that we had. Like guys, we had so much incompetent mayors, running the CBD. But Hemen Mashaba, I don't know much about him when he was a mayor, because that time he was in the Democratic Alliance. But the rest of the mayors of the ANC, guys, they've run Johannesburg to the ground. Guys, it's a mess there in Johannesburg. Yeah, I wanted to say this mayor now with ANC, another one, but Tada Moreo. There was a question that says that is Johannesburg not a failed seat? But guys, the way I look at the mess there in Johannesburg, obviously, guys, Johannesburg is a failed seat. It was not being maintained. The infrastructure there is bad. There's crime, hijacking of the buildings, street lights not working, and traffic lights, and many more there in Johannesburg. The videos are there on YouTube, guys, to watch. Documentaries, like whatsoever. You can watch, guys. You can see illegal dumpings all over the streets. Illegal dumpings all over the streets, guys. Here in South Africa. And this is the fact that there were illegal foreigners in the country. The borders were open. Like ANC, every department, you hear these monies that they're spending. Instead of those monies that these politicians spend, why are they not fixing the buildings? Not rebuilding the buildings? Why are not being rebuilt? The infrastructure, why is not being fixed? Our traffic lights, the issue of crime there, why is it not being dealt with? Even the DA was asking these questions. These people, guys, I wouldn't blame them. You can see how Cape Town is functioning. You can see. But you see people going, now there's the fact that I've even seen this one of maybe Helen Zille, you know this lady, but she I think she's a what, but also she was a leader of the DA. And Helen Zille, the same person, and she was thinking of of being the mayor of the city. Since now the city is facing a lot of problems here in Gauteng, Since the city is facing a lot of problems, she's thinking of being the mayor of the city. But otherwise, the rest of the mayors in Joburg, guys, they've ran it to the ground. Johannesburg, guys, has collapsed. You can hear what Katlego is saying about the voters. The voters, guys, these people also, even besides ANC losing Gauteng, but it's been so many years, even the ANC voters have been voting for these people to destroy many things in the country. Even Gauteng, now even Gauteng by ANC, KwaZulu Natal by ANC, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Eastern Cape. Look at Eastern Cape today. Look at the rest of these provinces under these people. And you will see people protesting there in the streets, crying about electricity, water, many things. But when it comes to elections, what happens? Hey, guys, this car, they are revving it. Hey, guys, sorry for that noise, Yeah, but I think now I'm going to end this video. You tell me what you think, guys. But I think maybe I'll make another video. But guys, you can just watch these things on YouTube. They are there. And see how messed up Johannesburg is, the potholes, crime, and many things. Imagine, guys, a city being turned into informal settlements. In the middle of the cities, there are informal settlements there. Sewages, guys, spilling around the streets there in Johannesburg. Many things. Then who's in charge of that province? Who is the premier? Who's the mayor? What about the councillors? What about the MNCs? Guys, sorry for laughing, but at the same time I can laugh, but at the same time I can get frustrated, you know, and angry, you know. Yeah. Hey guys, sorry for this noise. Yeah. My name is Ntlantla. You tell me what you think in the comments. My new subscribers, thank you for subscribing, and yeah, I will continue making more videos. And yeah, for those who haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and bye bye.